これでも一番無難だと思う。
In response to her question, the boy inside the bottle shrugged his shoulders and answered. From his perspective, the city and the mansion were no different. It seemed that having just moved from the countryside, everything was something he had never seen before.
自慢できることじゃないが、まだ書き物さえ満足にできないし、都会のルールは複雑すぎて、何が正しいのかさえ区別がつかない。
Sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic.
Yeah.
And when you've grown up in the mountains with no electricity or indoor plumbing,
right,
everything is sufficiently advanced technology.
Yeah, just the idea of flipping a switch and making light happen is magic to him.
Right? More than embarrassment, his voice was full of resentment. He was angry about something, though Alice couldn't tell what. But
だから、どこにいても危ないことに変わりはないんだ。極端な話、道を歩くだけでも、人と話すだけでも不安になる。俺は、どこでだろうとうまくやっていける保証はないんだよ。
Do you know I tried to walk out a second-story window once?
Well.
けど、ここにはそんな奴に気を使ってくれる人がいる。気遣ってくれる理由は物騒なものっぽいけど、それは本当に贅沢なことだと思うんだ。
What, people back home in the mountains didn't have any concern for you?
I guess it was just sort of assumed if you break the rules, you end up dead somewhere. So nobody would help him, maybe? Oh, that's a neat shot.
Her eyes welled up ever so slightly. Those soft words were something she could not brush off, because they made sense to her. Given that everything in the city was a danger to him, nothing had changed after coming to the mansion. In reality, he had no reason to fear this place in particular. If anything was different from the outside, it would be that someone here was his ally. With that view, he'd been entirely sincere. His explanation hadn't contained any flattery towards Alice Kuonji. More pandering to...
I think they meant Nor.
Yeah, that's my assumption as well.
Oh boy.
But anyways, more pandering to Aoko Haozaki. He was simply speaking from the heart. I like it here.
Kinda.
今、鏡に迷い込まれるのは迷惑ね。
Huh.
鏡の機能は侵入者の探索に専念させたいし、彼が迷い込みそうになったら止めてあげて。
Oh.
The bird shook its feathers at her strange instruction. Alice looked away from the mirror and continued her walk. The bird chirped in protest.
あなたの仕事よ、ロビー。それぐらいの役には立って。
Leaving the bird with that icy retort, she vanished into the west wing. It was her favorite TV show.
Yeah.
Actually, it wouldn't have even been on yet at that point, I don't
Right,
think.
yeah, I think this was before the West Wing.
All that remained was the moonlight. And the little blue bird, trembling at an perilous prospect of unprecedented change.
Like, motherfucker, I have to protect that kid now?
At an perilous.
Yeah, I know. Oh, neat.
Nice to meet you. Good job.
Are you for real?
Cannot take screenshot now.
Okay.
Thank you, PS4. Very helpful.
Well, save, check the archive, I guess.
Save, check the archive. No.
Yeah, just the normal set there. Alright.
Two, three, 4, 5, part 1, 5, part 2, 6.
That's it. Alright. Nice, doing good.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Once, long ago, I saw a beautiful bird fly overhead, and the first 4 words of that are very hard to read against
Yeah,
the
wow.
white background.
Ooh.
Round and round it circled the distant blue sky. How high it flew in this era when humans,
When...
not birds, reigned supreme.
Okay.
And yet the bird was completely uninterested in humanity's endless desire for expansion.
Ah, okay.
Our creation
Of
of
ever higher homes.
even higher homes, or the smoke bellowing from the industry's chimneys. Billowing? Yeah, I think you
Smoke
might have
billowing.
meant billowing, not bellowing.
Oh.
This guy, the chimneys are just like, ah! There's just
Yeah.
smoke going up. The sky extends further than the eye can see. It belongs to no one. Not now, not then. The bird was a truly noble creature, flapping its wings powerfully across the wild, ancient sky.
Oh.
And then it got shot,
Yeah.
until the sudden sound of cold iron.
Oh, it was very hot iron.
Well, the slug that hit the bird probably wasn't made of iron at all, to be
The
fair.
barrel should have been hot after that
Well,
shot,
it was
though.
probably cold when it was fired. Hot afterwards, but it's
Yeah.
cold at the time you fire it, unless you've taken several shots in a row.
Yeah, that's true.
A wing is shot, its symmetry gone forever. Cruel and tragic, its body plummets downwards. Not knowing its fate, the bird frantically beats its wings till the very end. One moment soaring with eyes to the sky, the next crashing down to the dry, hardened earth. This was the dream I saw. No matter how much I thought about it, its details remained clouded. What did that bird look like, for instance?
Chapter 7. Are you for real?
はい、
So,
今日の
I
授業は
guess he's
ここまで
allowed back to school now. Been a bit since we were here.
Still, what is that thing in front of the classroom? I don't understand what that thing is.
Yeah, not sure.
Oh, it's
試験範囲の
you!
総まとめなんかやっちゃいましたけど、これうちのクラスだけですから、
Yeah.
よそのクラスには内
Yamashiro.
密にお願いしますね。担任特権と思ってください。
I'm sorry. Are you aiding your homeroom class and cheating on your own test? Kind of a dick move there,
Well,
Yamashiro.
I guess it's just subjects, maybe? It's not so bad? I don't know.
ほら、原告の平均点ぐらいは学年一番にしておくと、皆さんの鼻が高いと思いまして。
And also, we'll get better classroom equipment.
Right,
We
yes.
might even get orange crates to use as desks. Mr. Yamashiro chuckled as he finished. This was typical of the kind teacher responsible for Year 2 Class C, the master at relaxing his pupils.
先生、口元に本音出てる。鼻を高くしたいのは私たちじゃない
Yeah,
ですよね。
he'll get to brag that his class is number 1.
花っていうかメンツですよね。先生、里中先生に嫌味言われてばっかりだし。つうかはっきり言えばいいんすよ。お前ら頭悪すぎだって。いやまあ、うちのクラス見事なまでに体
You
育会
guys
系
really
ばっ
shouldn't
かりだ
brag
けど
about that
さ。
kind of thing.
Hey, just wait until sports day, bud. We'll win sports day and you'll get your
Yeah.
recognition.
いえいえ、テストの点数だけが学生生活ではありませんから、僕から言うべきことは何も。
Why are you people even here if you don't want to do school seriously? High school is optional in Japan. You don't have to be here.
Oh, yeah.
You're choosing to be here.
Well, they just said their grades are bad, not that they don't want to go to school at all. Maybe they're just kind of dumb.
先生方もそこまで目くじら立ててるわけじゃないので、別にクラス全員が赤点でも、
Yeah.
僕の人生には何の関
Yeah,
係
we're
は
actually
ない
not
んで
going to
すけど
get
ね。
fired if you all flunk out.
しかし一方では一人厄介な御人がおりまして、
That said, one of you...
No, I think
皆さ
it's
んが選んだ
Aoko.
全校生徒代表の方なんですが、 これが恐ろしいのなんの。
Yeah, see,
A monumentally awful decision.
because she will kill me if I
And
let all of
you.
you fail.
テストの点数が低いのは生徒ではなく、
Yeah.
教育する側が無能だからです。教育委員会への報告準備はいつでもできていますので、と日夜脅してくるんですよ。
You see, she's had it out for me ever since I woke her up on a day off to make her show one of you around.
Hint, hint.
Hint, hint.
それでも生徒たちが治らないようなら、その時は直接私が監督します。とか、生徒としてどうなんですかね、あれ。
Well, the student council president, Yamashiro, they are all powerful. I know this.
Yeah.
I've seen enough Japanese media to know that the student council president is all powerful and can do whatever the hell they want, and nobody can tell them no.
Pretty much.
Like,
That's how anime usually works.
If you want to run an entire event whose sole purpose is to like catch a cat, and whoever catches the cat gets to kiss this one guy, and they don't get a say in it, that's totally fine. Not a problem. You can just do that. You can pause all school activities, including classes, to
Yeah.
run this event at the drop of a hat.
Right. She could effectively whore out her VP.
And she did. Regularly.
Yeah.
The warm atmosphere in the room suddenly fell below freezing. The students of Class C now knew who their true enemy was.
Yeah.
あー、そっか。山城先生生徒会の顧問だったっけ。ナムナム。さすがは応援団を立ち直らせた女傑。教師一人退職に追い込むなど造作もね。
She revived the cheer squad. That seems like an odd thing for Aoko to do. Like, all right, as my first act as
Well, the
student,
cheer squad's a little different in Japan.
as my first act as now student council president, after having broken the arm of the former student
Yeah.
council president, and therefore inherited the title by
Right of
by
conquest.
right of conquest. Like, my first act is going to be to reinstate the cheerleaders.
Not actually cheerleaders, guys.
It's just a
I
hilarious
know.
image.
Yeah.
Like, Aoko breaks this dude's arm,
Right.
steals his position, and is like, cheerleaders, now!
Like Roy Mustang. She's like, and my first decree is tiny miniskirts.
Right?
やっぱりな。会長絶対年サバ読んでるって。あの迫力、同年代と思えねえし。
That's a
ほら、
weird
う
power.
ちの女子と比べると特に、こう、おっぱい的。
Is that what you were paying attention to?
Are they?
I don't know. I haven't seen the other girls, so I have nothing to compare to.
I mean, I don't think Aoko's, like, particularly well endowed.
Yeah, but this is also like 80s Japan, so everyone was kind of small, I guess.
Well, I mean, but even for Japan, like, she's not particularly, like, well endowed. I'm not saying she's, like, small or anything, but she's not, like...
Well, she's bigger than Alice, so it's got to be above average, right?
Is she? Can we say that? Alice
I
is
think
always
so, in the-
wearing, like, that nun outfit,
Oh, I
which is
can't-
probably,
in the shots at home, it looks like she is.
先生、木の実だけでも英語に引き取ってもらえませんか。そりゃ男子はみんな猿ですよ。こいつだけレベルの違う猿ですよ、絶対。
Oh, because he said that out loud.
あれ。でも女子、A 組だけどあんまり成績良くねえよな。中の上ぐらいじゃなかったっけ。
Okay, is that just...
Aoko's grades are middle of the pack?
That's what they seem to be implying, yes. But, I mean, also, she kind of only half cares about school, I think.
Yeah.
She's busy doing magic shit and also being student council president.
Right.
But is that, like... I know this was a thing in Baka Test, but they very clearly stated that it was that way for a reason. Is that just a thing in Japanese high schools in general, where if you're in Class C, you're just by default more
middle
shit than
student.
Class B and Class A?
It's possible, yeah. You might be sorted by grades.
What class were we in P5 when we were acing every exam with absolute accuracy?
I think we were in 2C.
Were we just that... I mean, we were in class with An.
And
No, Ryuji was in a different class.
Yeah,
he
he
was
was
in 2B, I think.
Oh my
So
That
does
can't
does
be.
that indicate that
No.
Ryuji's grades were better than ours when we were tutoring him on everything? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I don't think you actually get to switch classrooms until the end of the semester.
I
or
mean, Baka
year.
test says otherwise, but
Well,
you know,
okay, yes.
that again, that
There's
was contrived.
no way Ryuji had better grades than An.
I mean, she's good at like everything that's not English, right?
No, she's good at English.
Oh, she's good at English
she
and
lived
shit
in
at everything
America.
else, right? But like
But Ryuji's not
Ryuji's
even
shit
good
at
at that.
everything,
Yeah.
apart from sports.
Right, I guess his gym class grade might be carrying
But he's in
him.
class 2 now, and he was in sports when he was in class 1, so he didn't get put in 2B just because of sportsness.
It's maybe class A is just the exception.
そうだけど別にいいんじゃない。塾も行ってないし生徒会仕切ってたまにバイトまでしてるんだから。あれで学年トップだったら逆に気持ち
We
悪
would
すぎる。
feel awful if her grades were also on top.
だよな。周囲は副会長に任せとけばいいんだよ。
Yeah, that's Tobimaru's job, I guess.
Is it? Isn't he in this class?
No, I think
I thought he was in Sojiro's class.
I don't believe so.
まあまあ皆さん、噂話はそのあたりで
Huh.
地獄耳という言葉もありますから。じゃあそれなりに復習をよろしく。あんまり点数が悪いと冬休みそのものがなくなりますからね。
You're gonna hold them here and make them do cram sessions?
それとしずきくん、ちょっといいですか？
Oh, and Shizuki, you're in trouble with the dean again for doing out extracurricular jobs. Probably. Mr. Yamashiro gathered his things and beckoned for Sojiro to join him in the hallway. Oh, see you later, Kinomi. There were no other students to be seen, despite it being break time between classes.
Huh.
Voices were audible in the distance, but the hall itself felt strangely quiet and calm. Perhaps it was due to the sense of confinement created by the lack of windows. Usually, students spent their breaks either in their classrooms or on the veranda.
何ですか、山城先生。
The veranda. Wow,
The
you're
veranda.
fancy school over here.
Yeah,
getting
really.
a veranda.
いえ、そう大した用事じゃないんですけどね。
Nothing major.
I mean, my high school had like a courtyard that nobody was allowed to go into.
Oh.
It was like outside, and there's like a big like square of the.
Yeah, we had like an open square that had some plants in it.
Yeah, it was like hallways all around. Like the library was on
Yeah.
one side. You had like the two of the academic wings on the other, and then there was just
Yeah, they just kind of built the school like a square.
yeah. And so there was this big like open courtyard in the middle
Yeah.
of it that at one point I understand in history before my time, the seniors were allowed to go eat lunch out there,
Oh.
but the seniors also used to have like a dedicated lounge
Oh, wow.
that existed. And somewhere before my time at that school, the seniors fucked up
Oh.
real bad apparently, and all those permissions got taken away. They still got their own cafeteria, which was nice, but like,
Jeez.
yeah, the lounge was just like a storage room the entire time I
Oh.
was there, which was very sad.
Yeah.
I heard from my sister they opened it back up when she was a senior 3 years later.
Of course.
But yeah, it wasn't a thing. I knew where the room was. I saw the room and never got to see what was inside of it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
it was a shame.
試験前にこんな話をするのもデリカシーがないんですが、気になったので。
Yeah, you know, I should have realized, hey, can you write yet? Are you okay with this stuff at all? Slipped my mind this whole time.
Though this level of concern from a teacher startled him, Sojiro felt reassured. It was only natural. After having had to deal with such difficult personalities lately, Mr. Yamashiro's trivial questions were refreshing. He
はい、
wasn't trying to kill him.
学校の作りや決まりなら自分なりに分かってきました。友達も増えまし
All
たし。
two of them.
Only one of them goes to this. Oh, wait. I've made 3 friends, arguably, and a roommate, housemate.
He doesn't need to mention that part.
そっか、それはよかった。うちのクラスは口の悪い面々だけど、その分気を使わなくていいからね。
That stunned face.
Sojiro's eyes shone brightly in appreciation. In Aoko's words, Mr. Yamashiro was a brutish, forgettable, downright detestable man who did not even deserve the title of teacher.
Wow.
But Sojiro found him considerate in his own way. He didn't disagree with any of Aoko's points, but he did find him considerate.
アルバイトもほどほどにね。試験前だって言えば大抵のところは休ませてくれるから、あまり無理はしないように。また試験で困ったことがあったら周りに相談しなさい。一人で悩んでいても時間の無駄だよ。
If you're having trouble with your test, please talk to Konomi.
話し相手にだけは困らないから。
I don't know about that one.
With a wave of his hand, Mr. Yamashiro was gone. The pure-hearted Sojiro gave him a solemn nod as if to say he accepted the advice of his so-called forgettable teacher and went back into his classroom. And then...
Whoa!
女のことで相談だ。
Sojiro had not wasted a moment in putting Mr. Yamashiro's advice into practice.
Oh. Yeah.
そうらしい。
There's a girl that I don't want to kill me, and I don't know how to make her not do that.